Amigos, welcome to this new beats, this deconstruction video. I can't fucking say that word. I fucking love those glasses. It looks like it's sunny every day. Today, I want to show you how I made this song. Please, last time I made this video, a lot of people were like, oh, this is not Baile, Phonk, blah, blah, blah. Look, I'm not making a pure genre thing. I'm the kind of guy who's gonna mix different genres together. So I don't know how to call this, but I would say this is more like funk inspired. I took some elements of funk. If nobody knows what funk is, it's this big genre, big in Brazil. Actually, it's going back on trend. As so many people here in this channel know that I love Brazilian culture, Brazilian music. I started loving Brazilian music when I discovered bossa nova, but it's never been something like I really explored. And I realized that there's so many music genres because the country is like huge. And anyway, today I want to do an inspired funk track. I'm still considered as an electronic music producer, but I did a remix of Baby Cakes. So for those Brazilians that don't know that song, or even people that don't know that song, this was big in the 90s. From the UK, they got so big because it used to be like a huge like UK garage, and the way the beat is made and stuff like that, it's so sick. Anyway, I did this remix, I dropped it, but I just wanted to deconstruct that, and I think it's fun. But let's see how the original sounds like first.
Baby cakes, you just don't know how I like it down low. And I just want you to know that I think I love you well. We'll take it step by step because I'm not something you own. Baby cakes, you just don't know how I like it down low.
Please tell me you've heard that song at least once. You know what's so funny is like back in the 90s, the UK garage had no kick, and now it's all about like a lot of compression, a lot of things like this. This was so simple back in the days. It's like we got a good line on the piano, we got like this really sick like melody on the vocals, and then this beat going. You know, in the UK it was huge, even though I'm French, by the way, but I moved to the UK because I love the culture, I love the music. Anyway, let's jump on the remix, and I'm gonna show you what I did. I started by just taking the actual audio. I actually took off this piano just to have it a little bit more clear, you know.
I like it down low, and I just want you to know that I think I love you well.
Okay, so now we have this thing, which was really funny because I took the standouts from online, and it was like this little like effects going, and I was like, that's so sick because it builds up to like something is happening, you know.
I just want you to know that I think I love you well. We'll take it step by step because I'm not something you own.
I wanted to have the beats on point. Alright, this is just for like the build-up. I did this little laser, which I fucking freaking love, sorry for my language, but I think that builds so much. I keep using this laser in every song, so if you listen to all my edits now, this laser is everywhere. And what I did is like little automation, put it down, you know, like have a little surface going on, and a lot of delays, so it goes everywhere in your ears, you know. Effects to build up right here. Listen to this. Okay, this is what I love doing with funk because it's typical funk. It's like you bring the bass, the actual bass synth that's coming, this heavy synth. You bring it, but you do like a reverse reverb. It always sounds good. This is the thing I love. It's like, you think the drop is coming, but the drop is not coming. What's coming is the build up again. So we have two build up in the song. Let's go. Okay, what did I do with the vocals? I thought of doing like, you know, like the normal vocals, which is like this. Which is good, but like, don't get me wrong, it's getting so annoying. Like, I think it's the only good line in the song. I'm not gonna lie, it's the only good line that sounds good. It's a good melody. It's so powerful, but I was like, you know what? Let's just like make that electronic vibe mixed with funk. It would be so sick.
Baby cakes,
I love doing this at the end of each line. Not a thing to do. Let's jump on the bass, my favorite thing. Why did I choose to keep the same chord progression? It's only because on the bass it's very memorable, and I was like, it would be nice to just have this like heavy bass coming in super easy. I love putting random effects at some point because they're always at the end of the bar or like the beginning of the bar, and I think it's always like so predictable, and I like to add this like mysterious effect. Nothing, just the kick is very powerful, and I put a heavy sidechain. If you check here, the sidechain is like literally here. Okay, some sub bass, it's always good. Let's listen now with the lyrics.
Take it step by step because I'm not something you.
How did I build that? To be honest with you, that was like the hardest part because I already have two sections, which is this one. Build up to this one. The reason why I did this repetitive things is to make sure that you know something is coming, which is the drop. And then the drop was actually hard, so we're gonna keep the elements that I had before, which was, for example, this little thing here. And look at the amount of like things I added to it. I added like another kick just to have more impact. On the main kick, I did like something different, so I did this kick instead. Just to have it a little bit more like tight. We have another bass line. Bear in mind that I changed the bass because I felt this one was a little bit like, this bass sounded a little bit more like heavy, but not too much for the chorus. It's actually very low, very light. I wanted to have like this like percussion thing going on. I did this ta-da-da-ta. I think this is pretty sick. I'm doing everything, okay? And it's so sick. I'm having like the best fun. Actually sick. I might use this beat for like another song actually. Like you take off the funk like very heavy bass, it sounds different. It sounds like you can make like more organic sound to it. And on the second part of the chorus, I usually add something more so it grooves a little bit more, but it seems like I didn't actually add anything. I put back the other heavy bass, so there is a big impact. I don't know if you can hear like there's like this like percussion thing. I did some like shakers and just a lot of percussions, but if you mix them well, for example, I might have done some transients. I didn't do any transient. I just added them into the mix and put a heavy compression. The reason why I did that is because you can't hear the melody because it's so messy, very heavy sound. I was not really used to doing that. Trying to make sure that people think that the little melody behind, like the chords that we took, the sample, is actually happening, but you can't hear it. So with the bass, okay, don't ask me why I tried this bass to be that heavy. It's because if I take off the saturation, it sounds so messy mixed with that bass. So this is with the saturation. This is without. It doesn't stand out. Do you know what I mean? It's like you have this EQ'd bass because it's EQ bass. The sub bass is there to push back. It's really hard to explain. It's something I've learned during mixing. Second part of the chorus, we jump on this thing, this other bass line. There was like the first one, it's more heavy. I really love what's happening with the vocals. Let's jump on the next part, which is basically the second verse. I mean, it's not really a verse. So what is this? What is this? People will say like, oh, this is not funk music because they don't do the kicks and stuff like that. Exactly, this is not funk music. It's a funk inspired song because I put Jersey Club into it. Because with that BPM 138, it's such a good idea. It's so great to just add this like crazy thing, you know? To be honest, there's not much. I just added this like little loop. Yeah. That's kind of like drill, and I think it goes so well. This kind of loop like drill with Jersey Club, it goes so well. You know, it's pretty much the same Jersey, it's just a little bit faster. Same thing, we're going back on that saturated bass. In my mind, I could hear it. Sometimes I'm mixing and making the thing. If you watch the video I did Move Your Body, you can see me, like I don't really talk much because I have all these crazy ideas coming, so I'm trying to put everything really fast, otherwise I forget. And that was exactly what happened with this one. The thing is like, I could hear something atmospheric that was like loud. I don't know what was happening. So I did this and I think it sounds pretty good. Anyway, we're jumping on the next part. I call them fake drop. I love doing that. When a song is always the same, the first thing I think of is like fake the drop. Disclosure used to do that and I used to love that. I was like, that's really smart. And then, what is good in heavy music like that, we can really fuck around with effects. It doesn't matter. Okay, so now this is like the same drop and then we go back to this. I was actually stuck in that moment of the song. It's always the same thing and I want something new to happen. And I remember that I had this pack that I bought for Serum. So if you want to check, and use these leads, it's like crazy heavy leads. It's usually used in like Afro house or shit like that. Do you see the vibe? I was like trying to not follow the main melody or the main chords, you know? I was like, it would be nice to just like make the thing going up. I don't know, let's just be crazy. I don't usually do like the vocal pitching going up. I always go down. I was like, oh, it'd be nice to just like make it build, and then goes down. You know? So what I did here is I pretended there was like the vinyl going down with the BPM automation going here. The BPM going down with the pitch, you have the actual feeling. It feels like it's you know, like a vinyl. Police. Why did I put the Police? To me, in my head, the Police siren reminds me of the UK. I don't know why. This song is quite heavy. It's just things come into my mind. Call me crazy or whatever, but I think that's pretty much it. There's not really much to say. I did add a lot of loops and I feel like it sounds pretty good. Obviously, like, you know, change them a little bit, you know, like fix things, like join them with something else so it lands with the beats. I think the most important of that song is the way the kick is landing, because that would change from one genre to another. If you listen to just the kick rhythm section, I think it's so important to land with the bass, you know? Well, guys, this is the end of this deconstruction, I don't know how you say, but deconstruction beats. That's actually so fun to show you. Next time, if you want me to start from zero, let me know. The only thing is it takes really a long time for me to talk about what I'm doing, but I'm gonna try, you know, I'm gonna try to explain as much as I'm doing. I know a lot of people are asking, you know, like, what do you use for this? What do you do? Like, talk more in your videos. So next time, let me know if you prefer me to do like a beat from zero and just try to work our way up, and I will make sure I explain everything. But yeah, that was my take on Baby Cakes. If you're looking for the song, it's on SoundCloud. I put the link in the description. You can download it for free if you want to play on your set or things like that. I made so many different edits, like remixes and things like that. And by the way, if you do want me to do this deconstruction of a song that I already dropped dropped on SoundCloud or a song that I made from scratch, please let me know because I found the challenge so good. Thanks for watching. I feel like I'm going on a bike ride. I'll catch you very soon. Have a good night.